Alright guys, welcome back to another one. So I wanted to give you a little update. I had to go out and buy some extra equipment for the next stage on the EK over here. So I want to give you guys a quick update on that, run you through what I got and why I got it. So you guys let me know what you think. We'll do a little montage, a little high-speed video. You'll see, I got to put some stuff together. So let me know what you think, drop those comments, and we're just going to get at it. Alright, thanks. Okay, so the top won't unlock. Alright, we're gonna figure this out. Can't be that hard. It's got a key and it's got a lock. All the stuff's kind of like locked inside the top area, like the little legs and everything. So I'm just gonna keep flipping it around until I figure out how to undo the lock. Yeah, even the instructions are in there. Oh well. We'll see how it goes. That went a lot better than I thought it was going to. Let me bolt this in, but that actually, I didn't think I was going to be able to like manhandle it in and get it in. So that I'm a little bit excited about. So let me get this bolted down and I'll show you why I got a cart. All right. All right. So these in the back right here. You need little hands, little fingers to get back in there. They're not easy to reach, but yeah. So everything else is going together pretty good, and I am almost done now. We'll talk about it in a second, but I did decide to go with the 4-drawer over the 5-drawer, and just so I'm sure everybody's hit me in the comments about it already. The reason I went with the 4-drawer is I actually needed a smaller drawer, or smaller like cabinet. So the 4-drawer one, yeah, it has, you know, one less drawer, but the 5 is also taller and deeper, which if it was going to be my only cart, or kind of like my only toolbox, then yeah, the 5 would have made more sense. But one, I have limited space right now, so like the 5 really doesn't work for me because I just don't really have any place to put it. The 4 will fit underneath kind of my tool wall that I have, and it's not meant to be like an end-all box. So I'll show you guys in just a minute when I get done getting these last ones in right here. It's kind of funny. I had to use a ratchet for one part of the reach, the impact for the other part of the reach, and then just a regular wrench to get these in. It really doesn't take much for tools. I mean, they're pretty standard. There's only really only one nut that you have to worry about. Everything else, the bolts actually fit in, and they have a little square shank on them. So like once you stick them like in the back, they hold. So you don't have to like hold a socket on the back, hold a socket, you know, and then hit it on the front to be able to tighten them down, which is cool. These little 13s, I had to hold this side just so I could zip them on. I maybe could have done it without, but it was just kind of easier. And then, yeah, that was really it. Everything just fit in. Like you guys saw, there wasn't really anything extra, you know, like it's not complicated for the nuts and bolts. I'll take one final walkthrough. You guys, if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen me before, you know I'm a Honda guy, right? So usually when you get done doing projects, you have nuts and bolts left over, not because you're supposed to, but because you missed something. So I'll go through, I'll make sure I didn't miss anything, but I don't know, it kind of makes me feel good that I have like a handful of like little nuts and bolts left over as extras. I don't know. But let me get the cart outfitted, and I'll show you why I actually got the cart and what I'm going to really use it for. All right, guys, so we're back with the cart kind of fully assembled and everything else. So really my main reason for this isn't to replace my tool wall, if you guys haven't seen that yet or anything. My big reason for this is just so I have a place for all my paint correction stuff. So as you guys know, I'm doing my paint correction on the EK9 here, and I just didn't have space for it. Like I had a couple Adams polishers, you know, if you guys didn't see everything on for what I've got. But the big thing was that, like, every time I went to put the polisher down, every time I went to like need something, I was having to like go all the way to the back where I got a couple shelves and everything else, and I was like, it just doesn't work. So I ended up with the 4-drawer instead of the 5-drawer. Now the 5-drawer, honestly, if you needed it for an actual tool cart or as a supplement for, you know, running around out of your toolbox, then the 5-drawer is actually better in that case. Let me put it that way. I do like the 5-drawer, don't get me wrong on that. This happened to be on sale. I've seen the 5-drawer, I think is cheap at like $200, but I think it's like $270 normally, $280, something like that. The 4 is in the $200 range, $220 range, something like that, and it happened to be on sale for $150. So I was kind of on the fence in between this and like an actual just cart, you know, a little cart, single shelf. They Harbor Freight has one of those too. It's like it was like, I think full price like $130, which isn't bad. And it has a single drawer, so if you got to hide stuff, and then it's got the top. And I actually like that. I was really close to getting that, but I was like, for $30 more, I get a 4-drawer, and I get an opening top, and I get all this storage. I was like, you know, for $30 more, it made more sense for me. So my whole kind of goal with this is a place to put all my chemicals. So like, if you guys come down here, like if you look down here, so like I have to organize it again. I just kind of threw everything in to show you guys as an example, but all of this stuff down here, you know, all my different bottles of everything, what I'll use, I'll probably bring to the top as I'm using it. But I can keep all of that stuff down here. I need to organize it. They make like a little shelf, and they make a couple little magnetic things, which I'll have to look at them and see if it's something I really want to get. But the whole kind of idea is to keep it as compact as I can, because while I'm in this garage, I really just don't have a ton of space. So the Harbor Freight 4-drawer would seem to fit really well. So the whole idea for me is, you know, I'll fill this with a couple of the small items as I run through things. So like I've got a couple random, you know, cleaning brushes here, a couple, you know, like this is just, I needed a place for it. I didn't have any place for it. So a couple like spugers and stuff like that. Then I've got a couple drawers here that I will probably just use for different types of towels and different types of, you know, wipe down type things. Because the further I deep dive into this, it's crazy. Like I need 6 different towels, you know, depending on how I want to wipe down. And I'm actually finding that already to be true. As I'm doing the hood and doing the paint correction on the hood and it's coming out, it looks great. It's crazy because I'll admit it, I've got like the Kirkland, you know, microfiber towel that everybody uses. I'm finding it's a little too rough on this soft, they call, you know, the JDM, the import soft paint. And what I'll see is if like I'm going to wipe off the residue, that I'll get little tiny micro scratches, and they're not bad. But again, I'm going for something as clean as I can get it, you know, within reason, and it doesn't work. So again, the deeper dive into the paint correction and everything else is just the amount of different types of towels. So I'm going to use probably I think these two, the mid-size drawer and then the kind of thicker bottom drawer for that. Because there are a couple that are actually pretty thick. I've got them on order. They'll be here starting tomorrow, and then, you know, gotta love Amazon and get those in. So that'll be what kind of fills this out. I'll you know, put little smaller items that I need for the detail stuff, and then maybe just the top as a landing point for my polishers. So we'll see how it goes. You know how it is. Once you get one of these, you got to kind of like sort through it and everything else. Need to determine if I'm just going to like sticker bomb this whole back part over here. If I want to put a couple decals, I debadged it. I would say I feel bad, but I don't. I mean, I'm not. You know, you could just throw a Snap-on one and you know, say that it's a Snap-on box, but you know, that's what other people do. But I've got a lot of really cool stickers and decals, and I've got a couple plaques. I'll have to find them. I've got like an HKS plaque and like some other stuff. So like, if you guys follow me, like I've got some stuff that like I wouldn't mind using, but I gotta kind of sort through it and decide. So like I've got this 50th anniversary HKS plaque right here. Like I lost you. Come back here. It says subject lost. There we go. So I would really like to use this, but then I kind of feel guilty about using it at the same time. What do you guys think? You guys think should I do this 50th anniversary? Kind of like right here. I mean, it does look good. But like I kind of feel bad for using it. You guys tell me. Drop a comment. Should I really like this one. I've got a couple others. I'll have to look and see what else I have. But this one was kind of top of the list for what I was thinking. Throw that HKS 50th anniversary. That actually looks really good. Oh man, I'm gonna have to put that there, I think. But you guys let me know what you think. You know, we get something like that. There's always you know, the tuner companies too. While I'm in Japan, I could pick up one from Seeker, I could pick up one from Spoon, I could pick up a Mugen one, you know, HKS, any of those while I'm there, and throw that as kind of the badge right here. Man, I'm kind of torn. I like that. And then maybe just my logo. Maybe I'll put KanaRacing right across here. That actually be kind of cool. And then do that. What do you guys think? Drop your comment. Let me know. But so that's my whole big plan. I figured I would show you guys. kind of what I had to do. I kept running out of space, like storage space for stuff. So we're gonna get back. I'm gonna get back on the EK9. It's kind of funny. I'm still on the hood, and I've been trying to go from like one body panel to the next is the goal, like one body panel to the next each day. But it's so hard because like once you kind of start, it's hard not to try and like make it into perfection. And like I had really good, like I was, the last time I was doing it, I was able to get out some slightly deeper scratches that were still, I still consider them fine scratches, but like you could see them from maybe like a foot away instead of a couple inches away. And I was like, oh man, that's perfect. So now like I want to go through, I'm kind of getting that feel and that pattern of how to do it. And you know, in between, you know, the foam pad, the all the Kokemi stuff, you know, making my way through that and kind of learning the best way that it works. The polisher, now I'm getting the hang of that. I'm getting a hang of what speed actually works the best and how long I can work the panels. So that's cool too. So we're gonna keep doing that. You know, my goal is while I call it winter break out here on the East Coast. While we're on winter break, and there's really nothing going on through probably February, early March, I've got a couple months. So my goal is to start going through this, get it all paint corrected, get it ceramic coated and everything else for you guys, show you that process. We're gonna touch a couple other things. We'll probably, I mean, at that point, we're a couple months in, you know, I can't help but to buy more stuff. January's Tokyo Auto Salon, so my goal is to pick up more parts, or, you know, I just say it, I'm gonna pick up more parts. I know I am, I can't help myself. So pick up more parts while I'm at Tokyo Auto Salon. I've got a couple things I really want, and then we'll go from there. So my goal, of course, is by February, March, when it's time to get this car back out, you know, I'll have my Advans on it. I already threw a harness in it, so that was pretty cool. So I got the harness now with the bridge seat. We'll see about the passenger seat. I know I've talked about that with you guys before too. The passenger seat, I think I still want to swap out for a black seat, like a DC2R black with the red Recaro, so it still kind of maintains the theme of the car. And then we'll go from there. I got a new battery in it, got a nice little anti-gravity battery put in it. I'll show you guys that too. And what else? I mean, whatever else I find while I'm in Japan. So you guys drop the comments. Let me know what you think. I wanted to give you a short little video, kind of show you what I got, and then why, you know, because it's one of those things. It's like, oh, look, he bought a box. Why did he buy a box? Like, I thought this was this and that was that. So that was kind of the reason for this. The other thing I like, depth-wise, so like that 5 drawer, the 5 drawer I think is like 3 or 4 inches deeper. So again, for like a regular tool cart that you're going to use, and you're in an actual shop space, or it's going to hold like your normal tools, it's awesome for that. For this, I can back this up all the way against the wall, and it'll almost be flush, like depth-wise, to where my rail is. So even if I wanted to leave it right here, which I'm not, I'm going to put it over where my tool wall is, and it'll sit under there. But even if I wanted to leave it right here and just kind of shove it all the way up against the wall, it actually would fit, and I could pull the car in and out and not be concerned about hitting it as I come in, because if I don't hit the wall of the garage as I come in, I'm not going to hit this, which that's an advantage too. Anyways, you guys, let me know what you think. Drop those comments. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming along with me on this project. I'm going to get back to doing some more paint correction on this, and hopefully I'll get done with the hood today. So you guys keep an eye out for that. We'll keep having fun. Thank you guys. I'll see you.